Hello Libra, welcome to your special update here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If you're watching this reading was meant to find you. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. This is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. 6 of Pentacles. This is a card about harmony and beauty. It's a card about the light at the end of the tunnel. This is the card of cooperation. This is the card that says everybody is bringing something useful to the table, even the people you don't like, right? So I feel like this is about the harmony of a group. Yeah. And I think you're very good at that. You're very good at sort of maintaining the harmony of the group. You may not be the leader of the group, but it's like you're the one that sort of keeps the group together. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, it's like number 2 in the SEAL Team show. You ever watch that show? I think it's called SEAL Team. Anyway, not necessarily the leader, but the one that's kind of responsible, that keeps everybody together, keeps everybody connected, and maintains the harmony. Yeah, maintaining the harmony of the group. Well, this could be a good thing or a bad thing, right? Is this the group that necessarily needs to stay together? Is this a situation that, you're spending so much time just trying to maintain the balance? How do you actually feel, right? Well, let's see. Let's put some cards out on the table. Yeah. Not much we can get from just one card. The Magician. All right. You're working your magic. And this, really the 6 of Pentacles is a card of material success, right? Something is working. And I think it's you working your magic to get that thing working. Yeah. I still don't know how you feel. We have a 7 of Pentacles. We have, your Libra power card. I like to ring the bell whenever your superpower card makes an appearance because it's a very special occasion. I think that this is showing that you are very active in your spiritual self, that you have constructed a relationship with your true self in your divine energy, and that is playing a major role in the success that you're creating, channeling through you into the situation via the Magician. You are the Magician. Okay. Still don't know how you feel, though. We've got that Chariot card, and we've got a Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. I feel like this is really this is successful. This is very good energy, right? 7 of Pentacles down here, though. It kind of makes me feel like all of this great success, all of this, your spiritual energy, your magic, your focus, your ability to make a successful go of this, your ability to maintain this harmony and the beauty of something, sort of the opportunity that it's providing you for the future. It's opening up more doors for you. It's something that feels very much in line with your purpose. It's very successful, right? You're working your magic. But then underneath everything, kind of still seems like a failure to you. Inside, you still feel like perhaps you're not doing enough. It's not successful enough, right? Or you're having all this success outside, but inside still feel like a failure. We got to do something about that. If there's anything that you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, I would like to do that for you. So let me know in the comments down below. Okay. Let's finish up. Let's put the rest of our cards on the table. We've got the High Priestess. We have a 3 of Swords. Seven of Swords, and the Moon card. I kind of feel like this is something you are extraordinarily good at, but you just don't like it anymore, right? And that's strange. I mean, in all of this, these wonderful energies, all of these are wonderful cards. We have this kind of feeling of, something's wrong. There's this existential crisis going on in your life. Okay? I kind of feel like Spirit's whispering things into your ear, and you're realizing that, yeah, you are very successful here. You have applied your energy. You have made this something. This is beautiful. Maybe it's time to then let it go and move on. It's like a painter who gets so attached to their painting that they don't want to leave it. No, you paint it. It's beautiful. You look at it, take a picture of it, put it on social media, and then you chuck it. You have to sell it, give it away, throw it away, whatever you do. And then you move on. Then you get to the next one, right? And so it's kind of seeming here with the 6 and 7 of Pentacles that you're only as good as your last painting. And every time you accomplish one, you think, oh yeah, that's pretty good. Nah, shit, I could do better than that. You know, you ever have that feeling? I get that feeling every day. I do this reading. As soon as I turn the camera off, I think, oh God, that was terrible. I could have done so much better. I'm stuttering around, and I'm tripping over my words, and I'm contradicting myself, and I'm mumbling, I'm going off on tangents. And we sort of think, that wasn't good enough. I must do something more, better next time, you know? I feel like that's the artist's way for you. I feel like your last dish, you're only as good as your last dish, you know? And it's kind of like you put out this perfect plate of food, but you're in the kitchen thinking, stupid, stupid, stupid. You know, I think you got to give yourself a break. I think you've got to accept that you're good at what you do. Allow yourself to feel the joy of it. If Spirit is whispering in your ear that, you know, maybe you want to try something else, well, that's a different story. Okay? But if this 7 of Pentacles feeling is down here because you just are not ready to accept that you're doing good work, you just don't believe in yourself, no matter how good you're doing, there's always this feeling of failure or inadequacy, or failing to achieve, or failing to really hit the mark. You got to do something about that. Okay? You got to believe in yourself. You got to allow yourself the joy and the satisfaction of putting out this perfect plate of food. It's perfect to everybody but you, because you can look at it and see, oh, I made a mistake here, here, and here, right? And so then you're gonna do it again, and you're gonna do it better next time. And that's ambition. That's real progress, right? But there's no water energy in the reading today, so you're not enjoying the process, and that's a problem. So the High Priestess is over here, perhaps. Asking you to open up your aura and let some of the joy in, right? Are you doing all of this work? And maybe it's just the simple fact that we don't feel joy in doing this work anymore. So it's either we have to open up and figure out why that is. Do I just have this underlying kind of feeling of I'm not good enough, I'm not doing enough? Or is Spirit trying to tell me that I'm not enjoying what I'm doing now, I need to go find something else that I enjoy? I need to go do something different and find that joy, right? There's the question here, the idea, really the message is, if you go somewhere else and do something differently, do you think you're going to find joy there? Or is it going to be the same thing of, I'm not good enough, I got to keep working harder and harder and harder and harder? Okay? It might be a little bit of both, but I feel like you're stepping into sort of an unknown territory here with that Moon card at the end. I feel like your life is really significantly changing. I don't think it's going to be the same after this, because I feel like you are either you're embracing the idea of letting yourself experience joy in what you're doing now, or opening yourself up to doing something different and experiencing the joy. But either way, you're going to be feeling it. You know what I mean? Well, let's select our mystery card. You'll have to excuse my voice today. I'm a little under the weather. My voice is deteriorating rapidly. Here's our mystery card. We're going to put Belsnickel right on top. Cheer or fear. Belsnickel is here. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need. All right. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. Okay. We got a lot of major arcana, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana energies. That's kind of unbelievable. That is a lot, right? And it shows me that you're doing your true will. It shows me that there are a lot of forces at play here, a lot of spiritual energy surrounding you, that you're tapped in to your divine energy. It's like you're doing what you're meant to do. Okay. Which then concerns me why we have then fire, no water. We've got some air energy and we've got some earth energy. You're doing your will. You're doing what you're good at. You're doing what you're meant to do. You're right here in line with your true self. But your sort of humanness is not experiencing all that much joy in all this work. It may be that we need a change of venue. I think that a change of scenery is going to really do a lot for you. I feel with this card that this is kind of saying that there's going to be a break with something in your life, or someone maybe. You're taking all of this, your true will, you're doing what you're meant to do. You're just going to do it somewhere else, you know? And I think that is a challenging thought. Just the idea of that kind of says, whoa, wait a minute. But I feel like that's the way you really open up to this divine energy, this message from Spirit that's saying something has to change because you're not allowing that water energy to flow. You're doing what you're meant to be doing, yeah, but why aren't you feeling it? Why aren't you enjoying it? Why aren't you really connecting with it and feeling the satisfaction of it? Maybe it's the environment. 3 of Swords in the position of the environment. Okay. Maybe there's some situation, the circumstances, the conditions at work, right, at play that are just not allowing you to really get the full experience or to really feel satisfied. Maybe it's that you are doing perfect work, but is there somebody in your life that is criticizing you, that's telling you, oh, that's not good enough, that's not perfect enough? Right? Here you are creating the perfect 6 of Pentacles, but someone's making you feel like a 7 of Pentacles. That's not right. Back here with our Libra energy, our Justice or Adjustment card. I feel like as much as this is your sort of, your divine energy, right, your superpower, being able to be in harmony with this group and to keep things functioning together and to create this perfect plate of food. I feel like it's also, it's kind of also like the rationalization in a way, right? If we're talking about this environment and the conditions of the environment, it's kind of like you chose this particular environment because it was going to have the most, I don't know, it was either like it was closest to your house, or like it had the most resources, it had the nicest kitchen, it had the fanciest microwaves or something. And so there's a sort of a logical reason why we chose this particular location or this venue or this environment to do your will, right? And it seems like it was a logical choice. And so when you're sort of evaluating the choice, because this is in the past, you made the choice already, and you're sort of evaluating, you're sort of, you're weighing the pros and cons here, and you're just thinking, well, this is going to be more successful, it's going to be faster, more efficient, it's going to be easier, or It's going to be more convenient, or it's going to help more people, or all these other benefits, right? But on the other hand, personal considerations aren't really getting that much weight. So maybe it'd be like this. You're not, I don't think, giving enough consideration to yourself. You think of all these other factors. It'd be better for the work. The work would get done better. It'd be more successful. It'd make more money. It's cheaper over there. They have better equipment. It could help more people. I'd be closer to work, closer to whatever. And so we're not taking the personal things into consideration. Yeah, but are you going to be happy? Do you like it there? Does it feel good? Right? Again, there's no water energy here. I don't think you're taking enough, you're not putting enough weight on your own feelings here. It's like you're trying to say, it doesn't matter how I feel. This is just the better choice. Better for who? Or whom? Maybe better for the group. Maybe better for the plate of food. Right? But maybe not better for you personally. Or in terms of your relationship, your vibe, your feeling, your relationship to it, to the work. Right? And that's what we want. If we're doing perfectly good work, but we don't have a good relationship with that work, the work's going to suffer eventually anyway. If it's not already suffering, right? So in other words, you're working very hard to maintain this harmony of this group without any consideration for how you feel or what your relationship is to this group. If it's a work situation, family, friends, if this is you just doing whatever you do, whatever your work, whatever your purpose is, right? And the Three of Swords may then be this kind of a very, I don't want to say dysfunctional, but there's an underlying melancholy to the relationship. Right? You would think that your relationships would be just joy. We think we'd see a Three of Cups here, not a Three of Swords. In this situation, right here, come on, that's Three of Cups, right? But you're feeling this sorrow about it. And maybe part of that is the criticism coming from other people, or the criticism coming from yourself, saying that you're not doing enough. Your work isn't perfect enough, that you're not producing enough. Okay? And so we are not allowing ourselves to feel the joy or the satisfaction or the abundance that we should be feeling because someone's kind of saying we don't deserve it. It could be us saying that. It could be someone else. All right? Well, that's something we got to change. So then up above everything, we've got, of course, our chariot. Your discipline, your devotion, your self-control. And it's a Cancer energy. And if there's anything Cancers are good at, it's hiding away their feelings, right? Trust me, I'm a Cancer. So you're very good right now at putting your feelings aside and putting on your armor and doing the very best that you can. I don't know if there's a feeling of obligation, or if there's this feeling of you're kind of working off your karma, or if you just have this devotion and this loyalty to this group or to this workplace or to whatever this environment is, that you're going to just keep doing it and doing your just chef's kiss excellent work. This is a loyalty and a commitment. Doesn't mean it's a justified one, you know? It goes back to our Libra energy, the Justice card, right? Is your commitment, is your loyalty, is your adaptability, right? The magician is adapting to this situation and really helping to transform this into the best thing that it could be. Is your commitment and your loyalty justified here? Or is it always going to feel like you're not doing enough, you're not worthy enough, you don't deserve to feel good, you don't deserve any credit? Maybe this is somebody that's just taking the credit for what you've been doing, and you're not getting the accolades, you're not getting the satisfaction of it. Because there's always some sort of blockage or something that always kind of rains on your parade here. Because the magician card is very adaptable. The magician, you could throw them anywhere and they'll thrive. You throw this person into the Sahara Desert and they will come back a week later, they'll have made a paradise out of it. Throw them into a jungle, come back a week, they'll make a paradise out of it. Throw them to the bottom of the sea, come back and they'll build a whole, they'll raise Atlantis up from the bottom, It's a very adaptable, can optimize any situation. But just because you can, doesn't mean you really should, does it? It's like, yes, you could. You could raise this thing, maybe it's a company. You could raise them up to the heights of success with your efforts and your magic and your will. But is it justified? Is all your personal sacrifice justified? Is you eliminating or compartmentalizing or suppressing or rejecting even all of the water energy justified? The magician can, but should they? Yeah. The Knight of Wands here is a very kind of impulsive card. If you're having a feeling now, and maybe you are now after listening to this, I don't know. If you're having this feeling of you got to get the hell out of there, trust in that feeling. Because this is kind of like you're sitting on a horse. The horse is like really is scared, really wants to run. And you're holding the reins and you're saying, no. It's like you got your dog on a leash, right? And your dog is like really trying to charge in a certain direction. And you're just like, no, get back here. Trust that dog. That dog that knows there's something down there to chase, or knows that there's danger, or it has a reason to want to go. Trust in the horse. Trust in your instinct. If your instinct is telling you, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, and your mind is saying, stop it, get back here, right? Horse and the rider, we're going to end up falling off that horse. The horse and the rider have to be one unit, have to be united, combined, trusting each other. So if your gut is telling you, you got to run away, you got to get out of here, you got to take your talent and your skill somewhere where it's going to be appreciated. Listen to yourself. And I feel like that's the message from this high priestess over here. The intuition. The intuition telling you to trust your gut. Yeah. I think you can take your skills and talents somewhere where they will be appreciated, where you will feel the satisfaction and the joy from a job well done. Now, I don't care if you're in school, maybe you're a teenager, maybe you're in your 120s. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Maybe you're retired. Maybe this is a career thing, family, friends. Maybe it's a spiritual thing. Maybe this has to do with the book club or the library or the bake sale. I don't care. You can take your talent somewhere where they're going to be just as effective and produce just as much, if not more. Because when you feel appreciated and satisfied and overjoyed, you tend to be more productive too, So I feel like this high priestess is that whisper in the wind that you're hearing something. And at the same time, your horse is trying to move, trying to gallop away somewhere. And you're saying, no, get back here. And you're listening. What is the wind telling you? It's telling you trust the horse, right? Speaking of horse, I apologize for my voice. It's terrible, I know. I apologize for hitting the cough button. But it's better than me kind of ruining the whole ASMR vibe and blowing out your eardrums with my really loud hacking cough. So I appreciate you bearing with me here. Sometimes I feel like I do my best readings when I'm sick. I don't know why that is. Anyway, we talked about the Three of Swords too, and this is that kind of sorrow. This is that, and sometimes it just feels like this is, it's just fate. It's just like, I guess this is it. This is my life, Sometimes we accept our situations and we just think, I'm just meant to suffer. I think between our High Priestess and our Knight of Wands, you're not meant to suffer. Okay? We're meant to feel pain. Yeah, we're going to experience pain in our lives, but we do not have to suffer. We have the pain, let's say the pain of disappointment, or the pain of not being appreciated, the pain of failure, or feeling like a failure. We have that pain once or twice or 3 times. The more we keep having it and having and having, we're just sitting there suffering. Let's get up and do something different. This is not a very functional relationship with, an emotional kind of relationship. I think it's very productive. You guys are making a lot of money, let's say, but we don't like it here. Maybe we don't like each other, And so I think that your Libra energy with your Justice card, you've got to start giving a little bit more weight to your own feelings, your own needs, and consider yourself more. Okay. Now, the Three of Swords, interestingly, is Saturn in Libra. Every card has sort of an elemental or astrological or, zodiacal attribution to it. I don't know if you know that or not. The Three of Swords is Saturn in Libra. And Saturn, of course, is that melancholy planet. And sort of it kind of gives this almost an inevitability. It's this heavy lead weight, in our gut, and it just kind of feels like we're never going to get out of it. This is the ball and chain attached to my ankle, and I've got to sit here and keep doing this the best work I can do and producing all of this success and abundance, but I'm not allowed to feel any pleasure from it, or any joy, or feel satisfied, or smile, or laugh, or feel good, or say hooray, or anything. Not a single drop of water in the whole place. Except, of course, in here. Stored up in here. Compartmentalized in here. Locked away in that chariot. The Seven of Swords here is very interesting too, because I think that it is criticism. And this is the obstacle that we have to get over. It's criticism, it's doubt, right? And it could be coming from outside. It could be coming from other people that are telling you, no, you shouldn't go anywhere else. You'll never find a place better than this. You'll never find a relationship better than this one. You'll never find anyone, no one will ever pay you what I pay you. Like, that kind of nonsense. And so it's the doubt and the criticism, or the gaslighting. It's the obstacle to our progress. This is what we have to really overcome and get to the next step. This is also criticism coming from ourselves. We start to believe, well, I'm never going to find a situation like that. I'm never going to make this much money. I'm never going to have this much opportunity. I should be thankful for what I have. I should be content here. I should just adapt. I should just learn to get along, and I'll be fine here, right? This is what we have to sort of get over. This is the doubt, and this is that criticism. Okay? Sometimes it's the criticism that says, I'm never going to do better. I'm never going to find better than this. Well, getting over this, and this is important because there's the central sword, the Ace of Swords right in the middle, that's being opposed by all the 6 other swords that are sort of attacking it, flanking it like that. I'm throwing up gang signs here. We're going to have to face those kinds of doubts and challenges. We're going to have to sort of face our fears a little bit and do the difficult thing. We're going to have to overcome our own sort of mental energy. Our own sort of inertia. We're going to have to be so committed to ourselves moving forward. And we see that with the Justice card too, because holding that sword. Now you're holding that sword, but you're holding it upright, because you're gonna break through these obstacles. You're going to cut through all this doubt. You're going to cut through all the confusion and all the criticism, and you're going to find yourself taking a big step in a new direction. The Moon card. The Moon card is always a change. It's kind of, change is scary, right? It's kind of like we are putting ourselves in a dark, scary forest intentionally. Why the heck would we do that? Why would we leave a good thing to go into the unknown? Well, There's no water here to drink. There's water here somewhere. We're going to go find it. And if you succeeded this much once, you can achieve that level of success again. Probably easier when you're really feeling good about it too. So this becomes that threshold. This becomes where we make up our mind and we do it. We cross the threshold. Okay. And I feel like it's going to be a new dawn. I feel like right now it looks pretty scary. But the secret is that sun. As soon as we do this, it's going to be as a sunrise in your life. It's going to be like, holy cow, I didn't know life could be this good. You know, I didn't know I could feel this great. It seems like it's midnight, right? It feels like it's the darkest moment of the night. What did they say? It's darkest before dawn. It was like 3 a.m. maybe. Really, really dark. As soon as you make this move, as soon as you commit to it and take action and cross the threshold, it's going to be a sunrise. All right, let's look at our mystery card. Cheer or fear. Belschnickel is here. And he'll judge your year, let's see, impish or admirable. That's kind of those are the options, I guess. If you have a prediction, put that in the comments down below, all right? We could see something, 4 of Pentacles, kind of staying put, right? We could see some cards of indecision. We could see some cards of commitment, of action. We could see the results of all that action. We could see all the water. I'd like to see all the water energy rushing back in. An ace, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 of cups. I don't care. Just give me some water. You know, we're parched here. So let's see what we have. 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is at least change. This is you taking the step over the threshold. Okay? This is you taking the circumstances as they are and you're switching it. You know, this is a harmonious change. Things are not staying the same. So I like this card. Yeah, it shows you are being proactive. And maybe that's the kind of idea here, is that you're not being given all the water energy now. You got to make the choice first. It's kind of like, you know, it's Indiana Jones in the Raiders of the Lost Ark at the very beginning. I used this analogy in the last reading too because I like it a lot. Or actually, I think it was in the Gemini reading. And Indy and the other guy, one guy has the whip, and Indy's got the idol, the gold, you know, the big hunk of gold. And he's like, give me the whip. And the other guy says, give me the idol. Give me the whip. He says, give me the idol. You know, it's kind of like give me the rewards first, and then I'll make the decision, you know, and then I'll do the sort of dangerous thing or the, you know, the intense decision. I'll take that important step if you give me the rewards now. It's kind of like, you know, pay me today, and then I'll do the work kind of thing, right? And so this is Spirit's way of saying, no, you have to cross that threshold first. And I think that it shows a real commitment to yourself that you're willing to do that. Because out here, we know the water energy is out here somewhere. And so we take that first step into that, overcoming our fear, you know, crossing that threshold. And then the light will dawn, and then the water will come rushing. But Spirit doesn't want to just give that to you first, you know. It'll make sense to me anyway. I like it. I think this is a very good omen. Now we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, there are links up top and down below. New readings for Libra, usually Wednesday and Saturday. I feel like this was a special update that was needed for you. I felt kind of there was a little alarm in my head saying, no, sit back down. You got voice left for one more. And I think you really needed this right now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. and we're all in this together.